Hello everybody, my name is Drew, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. Everybody's favorite, well my favorite anyways, I keep saying, mod pack. And this is, as always, our lovely little island paradise that is growing rather than shrinking. I would actually be very concerned if it was shrinking. And things are progressing nicely, as they, are wont to do in this series. I've done a lot of work in the last little while here. I spent pretty much a solid, I don't know, like 4 or 5 hours just, doing grunt work, like building some extra stuff, making sure some of the infrastructure was there, tending to our cow herd, which has gotten large enough that it's kind of not fitting inside our cow pen anymore. Every once in a while, one of these guys glitches out, and then he ends up on the outside, like that guy. He's not supposed to be there, but he is. Our mushrooms are doing pretty well as on the same token. These guys are whatever. We're definitely not making a surplus of sewage, but it is going quite swimmingly. Let's take a look here. 68%. We're nearly there. We're going to let that guy run during the episode and see whether or not we can finish that bad boy off. But other than that, I fixed this guy again. And, do you have something in you you're not supposed to? Lead. See, it keeps getting stuff in here, and I don't know how it's doing it. I don't know where it's coming from. I swear to God. I'm going to have to turn these guys off, let this guy drain again. Is silver supposed to be in here? Yeah. So there's silver, there's that stupid bit of lead there that's not supposed to be there, and a little bit of copper. I don't know what to do anymore, because it's not supposed to do that. So I'm going to have to disable this side for now. I might have to put a covering over the top of these. Because every once in a while a stray bit of stuff will come out of here. And that might account for it, but it's only that one. The rest of them are fine. See, this is good. Oh, let's hang on. The other one's good. Yeah, you're good. You're fine as well. Yeah, it's just that first one. So I'm not quite sure why that's going down. My guess is that every once in a while a piece of dust will find its way in that shouldn't. Now, with the old system, I totally understood why it happened. Just the routing system on the pipes can be a bit finicky. With these, though, these are precision. There's really, it will only pull these items from the ME because it's not coming directly from. You gotta remember, unlike the pipe system, these aren't going into there directly. They are going into our ME system directly, however. So, take what you will from that. How is this doing? Because we're still real short on that kind of stuff. You got 40. Okay, that guy's still running. Let's go back upstairs here. What else did I work on? Oh, yeah! Check out my inventory. Why, those look like shards. Yes, that's right. I went ahead and I've been getting shards. I've been waiting for the grass to spread here to try and get some more earth shards because you need grass for them. But we only needed the earth shards, which I do have. So why don't we open up your wizard. And we're going to complete this quest right now. That's how we're going to start the episode. Manual submit. And we only needed one of each, so we do have a surplus. And we're going to get ourselves some fire infused stone, some earth infused stone. That's really good. Full heart and a quest bag. Or a reward bag. I'm good with that. Are you an actual heart? Full heart. Yes, you are. Sweet. We got some raw mutton in there. Now, let's open these reward bags and see what we get. We get a book. Oh, Fortune 3. Okay, I can live with that. A shady fishing rod. And some drying racks. Things I don't care about. I could toss all of you in here. Well, you and you in there. What else did we have? We've got 2 epic reward bags. Ooh, give me something good. You give me Silk Touch. I can live with that. Ooh, and a 64K storage drive. Nice. Well, we're going to actually... We have enough storage down there. Oh, I should show this. I decided to expand our storage. We had that other 16 million kind of hanging around, as well as this 64K fluid. So we put them both in there, as well as 2 4Ks, just as a little bit extra. Just because. Oh, I cannot stop yawning. Pardon me. So yeah, I need just a little bit more storage. Just to help us out. Let's go ahead and sleep, and we'll get rid of the night here. I also added a storage drive around here just to make things easy. So let's toss a 64 in there. That way we are pretty much never going to run into food storage. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. And it also means we can stop putting our sugar cane in, like, or at least have overflow for it. You know what I mean? This guy is plexing me. So I'm going to, oh Christ. Okay, so let's actually, like, active with signal. So that guy's not going to be working right now. I just want that like iron out because you've got 460 ingots in there. So let's drain him out. This little one, this guy's been disabled for now, so we'll leave him be. Trying to think what else. Well, this is different. As you can see, the bridge is no longer here. I gotta pull all the stupid bricks out of here. But we have this platform, and that's because I wanted this to be independent. And eventually, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually get a powered spawner in here. But I don't really know that we need to do that. Instead, what we're going to do, for the giggles of it, really, is I got my hands on some cursed earth. Let's go down this way. We're going to need some dirt here. And we're also going to need the cursed earth. Now, where did I put that? Therein lies the question. I honestly don't know what I did with that. Did I put it up in here? Maybe I put it in here? Nope. How about in there? Nope. Where did I put cursed earth? I swear to God I had some. Evidently, this is making me into a liar. Oh yeah, I got more. Oh no, I guess I didn't grab those. What the hell did I grab? Definitely not. Negative. Maybe it's upstairs. So cursed earth, if you've no idea what cursed earth is. Oh, there it is right there. 16 of them. Good. Now, we only have 16, so we're going to use this sparingly. But before we do that, let's put in our magic chest here, we'll put those guys away. Or, well, most of them away. What can we take out of here? Probably that hungry chest. We'll put those shards away, and then we can probably get rid of, I don't know, like, nothing else. So let's get rid of this book. There we go. And we'll put our order shards in there, and then we'll just put them in, like, random or something. Here, no idea. There you go. You can have those. And that fishing rod. Why not? Okay, so let's, burp. There you go. Oh, shit. I keep forgetting. Here, I need this guy. Okay, so let's go on and get some food. I'm walking in circles here. Grab something to eat out of our chest. Sure, why not? That'll work. And then we're going to finish this little building. This way, it's an isolated system, and it's not going to do anything funky on us. So let's go like this. Now, we're not going to want to put the cursed earth down because, well, I'll tell you why. Cursed earth is really unique in that it will spawn mobs faster than any other terrain. It actually is like a mob generator, effectively. And it's dangerous. It is very, very dangerous. It will spawn mobs even in daylight. Although daylight will weaken it to the point that it will burn up and go away. And then normally there's only one way to get cursed earth. And that is to complete the ritual using the diamond division symbol, rather. Now, using a division symbol and a ritual that must be done at midnight on dirt, it will activate the division symbol. Very handy. And then it will make cursed earth and a bunch of other stuff and spawn a whole bunch of mobs. And the only way to get rid of them is to pretty much just wait out the night or destroy all the cursed earth. Now, you can get the cursed earth using Silk Touch. Now, I got lucky and got some cursed earth in an epic loot bag, which makes life a lot easier. So we're going to fill this guy with dirt and hope for the best here. We don't want this guy to be too tall. We're going to give this guy as a height of internal 2. Just because I know I don't want Enderman spawning in here. That would actually be rather inconvenient. So let's go like this. Sure, I could probably make this look prettier, but I don't care. This is for utility only. Otherwise, I'd make like a giant sphere around it or something. Something badass. But we're on limited time and budget. Mostly limited time, so. Okay. Now, I'm hoping this is going to work. I have no idea if it is or not. Therein lies the proverbial question. Now, zombies should spawn in here. It's an internal height of 2, so zombies should spawn. We will get spiders. I don't know how well they'll deal with this system. I'm hoping that they don't clog it up. If they do, we'll have to go back to the drawing board with the spiders, but whatever. If they do work, then all is well with the universe. Okay, no, do I have my wand on me? No, so let's go grab that. Now, one of the things you can use with the division symbol is to divide by diamond, and that makes unstable ingots, which is what you actually use to make these guys, unless you want to use the more expensive recipe, which I did. I didn't want to wait till the division symbol, so I just used the expensive recipe because, hey, we got lots of diamonds. We're not exactly hurting for it. Okay, now is the fun part. We're going to take some of these cursed earth. We're going to throw them in here. And we're going to seal this guy up. And even if it doesn't work, it will be a dark room. So, I mean, not like there's going to be any loss to this. It will still be a dark space where shit can spawn. So, now ideally, I would put some darkened glass in here. But we don't really have a lot of black ink at our disposal. So, whatever. Now, the idea is here that they will be damaged when they fall. So I can, punch them or whatever if I need to. But as long as I've got the sacrificial dagger, all will be just fine. Oh yeah, I forgot I had to replace that. Now we could go ahead and add some more runes of sacrifice, which I may very well do. Because I've got friggin' enough of them, so let's go do that. Let's see what happens here. I would like to do a little more magic stuff today. That's kind of the theme, if you haven't been able to tell already. Let's grab magic stuff. I probably need dagger sacrifice. That's what I want. Now, those are still bound to myself, so I probably need to make new ones. Oh. And, where are those runes? So we've got blood rune, which is just regular runes, and we've got these. So we'll grab those. Thought I had more of that. Maybe I don't. It's okay if I don't. We'll put the runes of sacrifice here. Look at that, working already. Now the nice part is they will spawn regardless of amount. Ow. Thank you. Okay, creepers are a problem. Creepers are definitely a problem in here. How are we doing on like, stuffing him? Goodbye, I don't need you. Okay, so that's actually working out pretty good. Why don't we get rid of this one and put in our old glowstone, like that, so it's all lit up. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our guy back up and running here. I should probably put a muffler in here or something, but that'll work just fine. I'm happy with that. Let's open up the quest book here and take a look at what we got going on. Now we can use the sigils, the useful sigils, which is green growth and where are you? Air sigil, sorry, green grove. So sigils, which are one of the basic tools of blood magic, are extremely useful, right? They can be used to do a number of things, like growing crops faster. That's a sigil of green grove. Flying is what the air sigil is, which is not really flying. It's more like being blown around by the wind. Drink of water here. Okay. So let's go downstairs and see what it is we need to do to make these guys real quick. Okay, so let's go sigil. Now, one of the things I wanted to look at today was actually the end, but I don't think we're gonna have time strictly to do that yet. Reinforced slate harvester. 3 harvesters, 2 fertilizers, and 2 planters. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Okay, so let's go ahead and go sigil. And the other one was the air sigil, right? That's actually not as bad. That's annoying. Reinforced slate. How do I make you? A blank slate in the tier 2 for 2,000 life points. Okay, that's doable. Do I even have any of those actually? Do I have any blank slates? How do I make a blank slate? That's just stone. Okay, that's not bad. So we can do that. Blood runes can go in there. You can go in there. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make some of the basic sigil stuff up, and I will be right back. Okay, we have a couple of sigils now, or rather the slates, not sigils. So let's go ahead and make the rest of these sigils real quick. We can knock another one of those quests out, huh? We're getting pretty close to done here. It's really just the hoarding stuff that's going to take a while. And that's really just time, if anything. Okay, so let's go sigil again. Let's start with the air sigil. Do I even have gas tiers? I think I do somewhere. I do have gas tiers. Okay, so how about feathers? Do I have any feathers? I have 4. So we're going to need some more here. Oh, see, look at that. They're outside the damn pen. So many of them. Okay, so let's grab... Turn that off for now. So let's quickly grab golden lassos and put them back where they belong. I don't know why they are, like, insistent on not staying in their pens. I maybe should use something different than, I guess, fences. Or, like, make the fences double tall or something. You belong. Well, for now, they can live in this pen. And it's not just them, it's other stuff too. Like, stuff is super, super glitchy in this pack. I don't know quite why, but it is super, super glitchy. See, look at them over. They don't belong over there. And last one. Come here, jackass. Here, we'll put you over here with your buddies. We can stay over there. So what did we needed feathers, didn't we? And we've got like 1 chicken again. I don't know where the chickens go. They are serious escape artists. Come on. Good enough. Okay, let's kill one of these guys. Gives 4 feathers? Perfect. Okay. We should have enough for what we want to do here. Hey, how's our little operation here going? We've got stacking a bit. Whatever. It's gonna be a while to get to 10,000 with that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. We'll grab so much to eat because we're gonna be hungry real soon with all this blood magic going on. Okay, so sigils. How do they work? Well, we've already seen the divination sigil, which is pretty straightforward. The lava sigil. What is you? Contact with liquids highly unrecommended. Okay, good to know. Water sigil. Infinite water. Okay, sure, fine, whatever. But what we want is the air sigil, which requires our apprentice blood orb. Which I've got no idea whether this will work, because it's not technically registered to us anymore. It's under the old screen name, but we will find out. Let's go. Sigil. Let's grab the air sigil one. Survey says, oh yeah, okay, so far so good. And, oh look at that, air sigil. Okay. I can dig that. Okay, so we got the air sigil. How about the green grove? So 2 planters. So we're going to need these guys, aren't we? Yeah, okay. Oh man, we don't have any other... Really? We got no bricks. Didn't I not make like a whole crap ton of these? Apparently I did not. Or if I did, I freaking used them all. Okay. You can go in there. Really, I don't have any bricks. Huh. Alright then. Oh man, I almost forgot. I don't know if I showed this that last episode or not. Check out all these highs I got from a reward bag. A ton. So there's lots more bees to experiment with now. Speaking of bees, while that's cooking up, let's take a look at our bee quest log a little bit. Bees and trees. This guy here, the Mellowcomb, we're working on that guy. We actually have monastic princesses. So they're going and hopefully going to make more of those. We're working on it for the Mellowcombs. We're missing is this Essence of Shallow Grave and the other two here. This is requiring a ton of different stuff. Like, I have to breed ender bees. In order to do that, we need to go to the end to get the ender egg. Oh, God. Keep yawning. To get them, it requires the ender egg. Ender dragon egg, rather. Energetic combs are a little easier. Energetic combs. They're made from energetic bees, obviously. And for them, we need an excited princess and a valiant drove. Valiant, we've got. The excited princess is cultivated and valiant. So we might be able to do that. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to let these guys cook up. Oh, no, they're done. Okay, so on brick. Never mind. We're not going to make a cut. 2 of those. Okay. Oops. As I hit the full screen button. Hit it again. There we go. Okay. So let's make planters then. Or let's go back to sigil. And that way we'll be able to track this. Okay, so 2 planters. Come on. 1, 2. Done. Okay, we needed 2 harvesters. Which I don't think we're going to have the Invar axes on hand. Which I know for a fact we won't. So 2 harvesters. Oh, come on. Really? We don't have shears? We don't have any shears in stock. I don't know why I'm surprised by this, but we don't even need them. So we need 4 shears. Okay. Harvester. Perfect. And then we need, what else? Planter, harvester. Oh no, we need 3 harvesters. So let's make one more axe. One more shear. And then we need fertilizers, right? Yes, okay. Okay, so what does one need for the fertilizer again? Because I don't remember. Oh, that should be easy enough to do. So we've got a ton of these guys. Perfect. And resize my screen a little bit there. Okay. 2 of these. Okay, sigil. And we'll do the same thing. We'll toss that guy in there. And hey, where's our orb? Hey now. Did that consume our orb? Oh no, there it is. Woo! Sigil of the Green Grove. Now this thing's really, really cool because it takes our life network, and this should be owned by... Current owner is... me. Perfect. Now the really cool part of this is if I walk over here, right, like that's a green thumbs activated. Right, it'll just go. See, look at that. It works. Now it hurts because it drains our life points as we go, so that's unfortunate. But that's fine. And then the air sigil is, well, the air sigil. So let's open up our quest book here, go back to magic. And bam, we are done. I'm going to claim the left one, sure. What does that even give us, I wonder? So we got that full heart, but what are you is the question. I grade a reward bag. Okay, and the passion Ooh, fire resistance. That's good if we go back to the nether. Oh, look, a fishing rod. I mean, it's the dynamite fishing rod, but still, it's a fishing rod. Nobody cares. You. Now, the air sigil, how are you working? Do I just, like... Oh, that's cool. I died. Well, shit. Blown up by a creeper, really? That's what we're going to call my death? Creeper explosion? Wow. That was really silly of me. I may have lost a lot of stuff to the void there. That was very stupid of me. I'm pretty sure I just lost, like, all of my stuff to the void because I'm a moron. Oh, no. Some of it's still here. Oh, good. My backpack is still here. Wow. That was stupid. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, we're back. And realistically, I don't think we actually lost anything besides the air sigil. I think that's actually the only thing I ended up losing in that. And that's easily fixed. I can make another one. Damn, that was really stupid on my part. So, not going to do that again. Now you know how the air sigil works. Congratulations. What else do I need here? Oh, and we need to recharge our backpack. For sure. So let's take this guy. As I was saying before, we need to go to the end for some stuff. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Also, I put my deceased head up on the wall. So let's open this guy up again. Jesus. Open up this guy. We're going to need to make a table. This is all for Thaumcraft, by the way. So, table. How do I make you? We don't have a ton of time here, so we're just going to finish off with this stuff here. So there's table, okay? Thermometer. Thermometer. I'm going to make a thermometer. Thermometer. Okay, so let's grab 2 of our shards. Now the thermometer is really, really cool as far as some of the magic tech goes. It allows us to scan items in the world and gain research points. And I almost did air quotes. Research points is what allows us to discover different researches as we go along through Thaumcraft. Claim reward. We need to make focus pouch and gold cap. That's fine. We're going to have to do some research to get there, though. And that's okay. Full heart. Q. So let's grab this guy really quickly. We'll open that in a second. If I scan this by holding right click, you'll see it comes up with 3 symbols. Water, stone, and earth. So that we know that this limestone brick is made from water, stone, and earth. If I scan the barrel, you'll see there it says you do not have the knowledge required. And that's down like in the corner here. And it says I gained 1 research point or whatever. So if I look at the sign, you don't have all the knowledge. Okay, so how about iron chest? That tells me it's got 1 iron or shard or whatever. Nothing can be gleaned from this. How about... Don't know what that was. So it's pretty basic to start with. You have to start with some of the basic items and find all the basic things. And this is how you unlock stuff. And the other way to do it too is to scan things as you unlock more research. Like if I scan the sand, it'll give me basic items. And you're going to tell me you don't have all the knowledge. How about same thing? Now, the way you do things is you mix and match items, and that will allow you to go, hey, let's combine iron and earth, and we'll get something, and trial and error. Now, I'm probably not going to do that. Yeah, level of knowledge. Now, tech stuff usually is awesome because it gives you a ton of different things. Torch got 1 light. What a cow. Enough. But yeah, so we got to walk around. I'll scan everything we've got. I'll find all the research things eventually. And then that'll allow us to go into this stuff. Now, to get those things, I'm pretty sure I've got a Thaumonomicon around here somewhere. And that gives us redstone. Thank you. Let's go find my Thaumonomicon. I'm sure I've got one of those. If I don't, I'll be upset. Or I'll make one. Either or. Binder, put it in here if I've got it. Nope. Okay, so let's see if we've got it stashed somewhere else. I don't know that I have one. Now that I think about it. I thought I did, but we don't. Oh, no, we do. There you go. Thaumonomicon. So this guy is our research source. And through this, we discover different bits and bobs of research. Like this tells you all about ores and nodes, which we have, believe it or not, 8 ore nodes. So we're going to be able to use those at some point to make a wand recharging station, which is going to be extremely useful. Ores and nodes, this will talk about, tapping into those nodes. We've got thermatology? Yeah, thermatology. And this is all about wands and the things that go with them, right? So we've got wand focus. And you'll notice that there's little question marks, and that tells us that there is an aspect that we don't know about. And you'll see right there, it says, you do not have the required aspects to purchase this. These ones, these little hexagons ones, you have research points from scanning stuff, and that lets you buy them, for lack of a better term. Anything that isn't a hexagon, so, like the crucible, no, that's a terrible example. I guess these are all buy. Okay, I guess anything that's round, so like research expertise, stuff like that you actually get a little scroll of paper that would have to go over to a research desk, and then we have to connect the dots with the different researches, and I'll showcase that at some point to unlock that research, and that explains everything. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of magic here, and my delightful death where I fucked up, and got a little laugh out of it. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please do leave a like. It helps me out tremendously. If there is any other videos you would like to watch, never hesitate to check the links in the description box for more content that I put out. Other than that, thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye! Oh, man, before I forget, geez, I do my outro. I'm on Facebook now, so you can find a link to my Facebook and my Twitter in the description box. Okay, seriously, now I'm going. Bye, guys. See you next time.